Happy Monday night, Motivation Movers. It's your girl, the one and only Coco Renee in the flesh. I'm back with all new Coco Renee's Motivation Movement. Welcome aboard to all of my new Motivation Movers out there. Thank you guys so much for checking out the show, stopping by and showing love. If you guys want to show some real love, make sure you guys hit the like, the share, hit the subscribe button while you're at it, okay? Don't be afraid to subscribe to the Midnight Boss Entertainment channel, one of the dopest entertainment businesses that will be here to come. So definitely make sure you guys tune in, because we always got something going on. 2019 is going to be bananas. So definitely hit the notification button. That way you guys can check out what we got in store, because you never know with us. We're so spontaneous, and as God blesses us, we continue to bless the viewers, okay? All right, now we're going to get into this motivation movement, but after these messages, make sure you guys are checking out and tuning in every Saturday afternoon, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's 3 to 4 your time if you're on the East Coast, on the one and only Midday Boss Show on Rise Radio with yours truly and the West Coast best kept secret DJ E-Dub, as we are playing and rocking some of the tightest music out there, some of the hottest R&B, hip-hop, old school, new school. Y'all can't lose with us, okay? All we do is win, okay? Like DJ Khaled. Check out the show, all right? Rise Radio, you guys can actually download that on the Google Play Store. You can also download it on the TuneIn app, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into motivation movement. I'm going to make it short, sweet, and simple. We're going to talk about going with the flow of things, especially when God has things in the flow. You just got to learn how to get in where you can fit in. Let me just explain this. We can sit up here and pout and be upset about all the things that happen, all the turmoils, all the trials and the tribulations. But we are really in boot camp, okay? Life is boot camp. God is only prepping us for what is to come. And this is another thing. We're not only just living life, to prepare for ourselves, but we literally go through our processes to help someone else. I was actually talking to a relative, and I was, telling them, I said, relative, do you realize that God blessed us for us to be a teacher to others? Don't you realize when we are born, someone teaches us the things that we learn? We adapt, learning our ABCs and our 1, 2, 3s. We learn those things because it is taught to us, okay? We have teachers, whether it's our mothers, our fathers, or another family member, someone else that has been an effective person in our lives that has been a vital role, okay? Grandmother, aunt, uncle, cousin, neighbor, doesn't matter, your pastor, whoever that person is. There's always someone that God has planted in your life that is there to teach you and to show you things. And the same thing for the person who's teaching you and showing you things. God planted someone in their life to equip them and teach them as well. So when you really think of this, we are a cycle of teachers. We are a cycle of learners and a cycle of teachers. Our job is to acquire all the knowledge, all the information God gives us from the people who provide it. Now, yeah, we have to kind of decipher what's real, what isn't. We can't intercept everybody's info, but God will work that out. He will keep with us and plant the seeds that need to be planted. Anything that's not a good seed, that's not going to have a good harvest, God will help us to weed those out. Okay? Like a little weed whacker. He's going to make sure we get that pesticide and get them old, rotten seeds on out of there. Okay? But it is our job at the end of the day to really learn, acquire, and to pass it on to the next person. And let me just tell you, the only way that really happens successfully is when we go with the flow of things. Now, I know that that's easier said than done, but what I'm saying is we have to learn to accept things for what they are. We can't always fight every single situation, because 2 negatives don't equal a positive. 2 positives don't equal a negative. Sometimes you have to have a specific alignment in order for things to work. So if we are steadily trying to force a situation that we know God is trying to remove from us, it's not going to have a positive impact. It's going to be a negative impact one way or another. Why take ourselves through all the stress and the trouble of trying to force things, forcing a job, forcing a friendship, forcing a relationship, forcing interaction, forcing anything? If you know that it is something it's like this. You know that old shoe, your foot done grown, but you love them shoes, but you know you've outgrown them. You know, when you put your feet in there, you can't fit them anymore. They're a little tight, a little snug. You could try to pull it off, but you know it's going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to like it. You're going to be miserable. But yet, just because you like the way the shoes look and you love how you used to wear them and be able to sport them, and they used to be your favorite pair of shoes. But at some point, you got to learn to move on because you've outgrown them. That's life. We have to learn to move on from things that we have outgrown, acquire the knowledge from that situation once we've outgrown it, and move on and take that knowledge and that information to the next test in life. Okay, that's just kind of like the way God works. You know, He will take us through elevations and levels of things, and then He'll drop us off, you know, when it comes to a new level. Once you've graduated from that level, time for a new one, like a video game. Hey, Super Mario Brothers of life. Once you get past King Koopa, what's his name? King Koopa on the first level, it's time to go to the next level because now we got to save the princess. Okay, so it's like that with life. Okay, it's just going to always be something. It's going to always be levels. It's going to be challenges. It's going to be different situations, scenarios, trials, tribulations. We just have to go through it. And the best thing I've learned and that I am practicing is just going with the flow. Stop trying to fight the feeling. Okay, stop trying to force things that I know God has taken away. And I just say that because I know a lot of us live in relationships, in situationships, whether it's a job environment or whatever, just forcing things that we know don't fit. Because we really want it so bad that we're willing to sometimes sacrifice things that are not worth being sacrificed for that one personal moment. But let me tell you, if you just hold tight and you give God His time and you're patient with Him, He is going to not only bless you with an amazing opportunity, He's going to bless you tenfold for your obedience and your patience. Even the things we don't understand that we have to remove ourselves from or have to, you know, adapt to a new environment, a new situation. It's uncomfortable. We don't like it. We don't understand why this is happening, why these things, you know, it could be even dealing with, you know, a passing of someone that's been in our lives. We talked about this before. It's not always easy going with the flow. It's really easier to say go with the flow than it is sometimes to go with it. But if we reel in and focus and realize who's over everything, it's going to teach us we don't have a choice but to go with the flow. The sooner that we learn that, the better off that we will all be. It just makes life so much easier for us, even through the hardships, because we know that at the end of the day, God has it under control. There we go. It was like a tongue twister, y'all. I couldn't get it out. Anyway, I guess that means for me to tongue twist myself on out of here because I got to get up in the stove. Get a couple things, but it is always a pleasure. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed evening, and just make sure y'all continue to tune in. I'm gonna bring y'all some more messages. I'm gonna continue to pray and ask God to give me different discernments, different things to talk about. Right now, as I'm going through my walk, I'm going to take you guys through the walk I'm going through, and I'm going to share my journey. So if I talk about things that seem like it's a little repetitious in different formats and different ways, it's because that's, you know, a journey I'm going through too. And I just want to make sure that I cover all scenarios of these journeys so that no one falls, okay? We don't want to fall short. We don't want to go back into the old ways. We don't want to try to put on the old snake skin that we know we can't fit no more. It's time to move forward. It's time to go through our transitioning phase, go through our transformation phase, and let God do the rest and go with the flow. All right, y'all. Until next time, I see y'all. Stay blessed. I love y'all. Toodles.